Welcome back to Two Homers and a Realist, guys. This is the point that we have to start asking the question, can we close? I'm Steve.
I'm Connor in a weird seat.
Jay.
Lucas.
And also a weird seat. And we got Statsman Nolan here. So the Sooners are in a position we haven't been in under the Brent Venables coaching
Regime.
period.
Yep.
We weren't even there in 2023 when we had a really good season. We finished 10-2. It wasn't about can you close, or I guess maybe it was, and then we didn't in the midseason. But right now we see the destination and we see where we could get to. All we have to do is win, and we're virtually guaranteed a college football playoff berth. That's awesome. That's a great place to be. Does put pressure on it. It's
Scares
there's nothing,
me a little bit.
It is kind of scary because we haven't closed in single games, and it's telling that you haven't been in a position to close under Brent Venables. It means that you haven't been that good of a team.
Yeah.
So to be in this position, we can't take anything for granted, and I sure hope they don't. It doesn't sound like they're going to. If you hear the coaches, when he was talking in the video they shared in the post game in the locker room.
Press conference yesterday was good too.
So he's just reiterating we're an 8-2 team. We've got to earn it. So that's all exciting. But what do you guys think? Are we going to close? Are we going to close this deal? It starts with Missouri.
Yes.
You're gonna say yes?
We beat Missouri.
That's crazy. I'm gonna say yes too, but it's not so crazy with me saying it. I am worried about this week. I will not lie. I mean, we saw the injury report come out. We can get into that a little bit more if we need to.
No running backs on it. Except Barnes, who's been on it.
No running backs that we would assume we need to play
right
on Saturday. We're on the report. So no Robinson, no
Blaylock.
No what?
Ott is just he's coming out of hibernation maybe. I don't know. Saturday scares me. Like it's a
tough game.
It is a tough game.
It's a ranked opponent.
It's a ranked opponent. It's Missouri.
That guy's leading the country in rushing, isn't he? The Missouri running back.
I think that's right. If he's not, he's right up
three.
There. Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I think we'll get to 10-2. I'm excited for it.
Oh man,
It's not Arkansas.
I sure like to think so, but I still have PTSD. I don't know. I'm afraid we're gonna screw this up somewhere.
There's definitely.
Well, Steve and I were at the Missouri game last year.
Yeah, tell us about that.
And if there's a game to have PTSD about, it's that game.
Mm-hmm.
You mean fumbling with 20 seconds to go on a?
I mean a few different things. I mean Billy Bowman scooping and scoring, and myself pulling my keys out of my pocket and waving them in some Missouri fans' faces. Say, get your keys out, like you guys have been waving in my face all game. And
he was just returning.
Steve, for the first time, actually telling me, "Hey, man, like simmer down. Like it's fine, simmer down." So after a couple buzz balls and a tiger tail before the game, you go from that to what transpired in Missouri driving down, tying the game, and then us subsequently giving up the ball on a scoop and score because Jackson Arnold is incompetent and not good at his job. Yeah, PTSD is real, but different team. Different mentality, in my opinion.
Different capabilities.
Different capabilities.
Better in both facets of the ball, and then that third thing called special teams.
Yep. So we'll see.
Good.
We're not having
We're good.
We're not having Bauer Sharp having to throw fake punts, and one of the better plays of the year that we couldn't capitalize on last year was a fake punt, and I don't think we got any points out of.
No. We had one that he just dropped because it was poorly thrown, but he should still.
It was bad.
I would love to see a few of the Missouri people we saw last year at the tailgate.
I would love
this game
to see one guy in particular. Yeah. An old man that walked out.
Old man.
Yeah.
Salute our troops, but nonetheless, that was a tough.
I think it'll be a very low scoring game. I think I would take the
interesting.
I agree
I
completely.
would take the under.
Interesting.
I think them being one-dimensional, just being able to run, which is our strong suit, stopping the run, helps tremendously. Because I don't see their quarterback coming back to play, so they're on their third string guy. The running back is fantastic, but if you can focus on stopping him and just tackling well, I don't see how they score more than like 17 points this game.
Well, and like that's our strength, right?
I agree.
Strength of our defense. There's
42 and a half
front line.
is the over under.
Which is
So they're looking for a
Seems high
pretty
to me.
low.
Seems
That's
high.
a low number. Oh, that's
it is low, but it seems high for.
If you watch our offense this season, it
Still.
sucks. That's a low.
You
it's a
never,
high
I mean,
number.
you almost never get a game in the 30s on an over under. So that'd be really, I mean, what have our over unders been? Have we been that low?
Last week was
It's
46.
like 45 and a half has been some of them. I mean,
Last week was
Vegas knows our offense
44,
sucks.
wasn't it?
So
Yeah.
it's been in the 42 to 46 range most of the season, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had that and higher.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not that contradicts what you're saying at all, actually. So yeah, low scoring game. A lot of running. It's a game that's difficult, and I think it worries us because we know we should win, we know we can win, but we know we can lose. It's not like one of these games that we've lost in the past, like when we're 3 touchdown or more favorite against Kansas State or something under Lincoln Riley. But it's definitely one of those games where at 7.5, well, that's a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So a lot can happen. If we let them linger around, that's really bad news.
Well,
Which we will.
yeah, and exactly, exactly.
I mean,
to speak to Sooners teams in the past, like we don't put teams away.
Yeah, and that's the key. You got to put them away on offense.
And I would love to see a scenario where we go and we put a team away and we leave no doubt. However, I'm kind of like what you just said, Steve. I'm waiting on that other shoe to drop.
Yeah.
Like I'm waiting on the 11 a.m. kickoff in Manhattan feeling where we go up there as favorites and it's no big deal and it's like, which given this game's at home, but still, look at Iowa State 2017.
Look at Kansas State at home in whatever year it was.
2014.
Well, it was under Lincoln that they were 28-point favorites and we lost.
Yeah, well, that was 2020.
Mm-hmm.
2020 was Spencer Rattler.
All right.
That was our first loss. And God, Deuce Vaughn tore us up. I don't rehash that.
Let's not talk about it.
But it's just one of those things where you're kind of waiting for that. Everyone's so excited about Bama, Tennessee. I'm excited about Bama, Tennessee.
The natural letdown.
But it's just a thing where it's like we are Sooner fans. I think we all feel a comprehensive. When's it going to happen? I don't know. I hope we get proven wrong. I'm not.
Well, that's the key. If we can get proven wrong, then we know we've taken a big step, right? That's the step we haven't seen yet. We saw a step this past week and 2 weeks before that in winning big games in the road, coming back from a really bad loss where we turned a corner on something that we haven't seen us do.
You come back from a loss where you have to win every game from here on out.
Right. And so when you look at like 2023, after a great win against Texas, we follow that up with a loss, right? The next week.
Barely beat UCF.
Right. And
like a
yes,
2-point conversion or something.
And then, and then we
And then
kind
you
of
go lose
figure
to-
out
but you go lose
Kansas
to
and then
Kansas.
Oklahoma
Yeah.
State.
Yeah.
And then you're, struggling to beat BYU and all this other stuff going on. This is a different situation. This is where we actually took care of business on a huge stage when everything's on the line against really, really good teams. And 1 week off and won. And now it's like, okay, we've taken those steps. Can we take that next step, which is follow it up with a game you should win and you go ahead and win?
So how do you guys feel about the 11 a.m. kickoff in this scenario?
I think coming off the 2 big road victories that the fans will be up for it.
I'm not even worried about
Otherwise,
the
I
fans,
wouldn't
but
think
like
so.
just in terms of how the game, like how you want it to play out. Like you think matchup wise, OU Missouri, you think this game is better played early or you think it's better played late?
I don't think it makes much of a difference.
No difference.
It doesn't
For the
matter.
players.
I mean,
I think it does it to an extent.
what do you think?
The weather should be
You
nice.
think worse or better for OU?
I think it's good to get it out of the way. I
Yeah.
think you kind of eliminate some of the hype
Mm-hmm.
that Missouri could
Mm-hmm.
feel.
Mm-hmm.
However, I think you eliminate some of the hype that you could feel as OU
Yeah.
with given all the BS in between timeout stuff, but like you go get a 2:30, even a 2:30 game at least.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting a portion of the night where you can show off a light show. You
Yeah.
can go do something interesting.
To me,
And
and
hope it doesn't come to that.
I'm almost talking myself into thinking it's better the way it's going.
I think so too.
Because I don't want it to be, oh boy, we're going to be under the lights. We get to celebrate what we've accomplished in the last 2 games. we're
take
going
care of
to
business.
score touchdowns and we'll turn the lights off and we'll flash them and everybody will have a seizure. No, let's just take care of business and have a game where it is about getting the job done. I mean, it can go either way, but it's like you're not relying on something artificial. You're just out there to take care of business. Whereas the other stuff, when you get into the mix of a game and the crowd's all in it, in a game like that, I don't know. It's almost like the players could have their own letdown, feeding off the atmosphere of what's going on as if that's momentum that's going to put points on the board, and it's not. And they score early and the lights go off and everybody's celebrating like it's over. That's not a victory. That's a celebration of some key step in victory. And so I don't want them to have that. I want them to think we got to keep earning this and we got to keep going. So I don't know. I'm not too disappointed in it from that standpoint. I would rather it be at 2:30. If I had to push a button, I think I'd take this game at 2:30, just so that and I'd take the LSU game at night. Again, if I could push that button, and it's going to be at 2:30, just so it would be the right mix of everything I'm talking about, including for fans. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I agree.
It is nice this time of year not to have a night game. It's unfortunate we haven't had and won't have an SEC night game.
Two night games on the season.
It is
No
better to have
SEC
them
night game.
early than in. Like I'd like to see a midseason night game, like the Mississippi game would have been nice to have at night. That's when the weather's going to be good.
Well, that's
when
also
you
a
get
team
into
that
November,
rarely plays
it's
at
cold.
night. Yeah,
I know,
Mississippi
yeah.
rarely plays at night. I mean, they played at night.
Very strange.
They played at night last week, I guess, against Florida.
Mm-hmm. Didn't play well.
Didn't play well. So I don't know. It's going to be. So my 5-year-old son's coming to the game. Told him it's probably going to be one of the most electric 11 a.m. kickoffs you'll probably get, because I do expect us to be up for the game. Ole Miss was great. Like, you get to the third quarter, Ole Miss was really good. This one, with everything you have to play for, probably going to be pretty exciting.
Hopefully is. So it's just going to be a lot of talk this podcast about running the football. And I want to highlight a few things before we move on to stuff about just college football playoff in general. So we didn't mention, and listener Mike reminded us that we should have mentioned the fact that we ran with a fullback and quarterback under center against Alabama.
We all
been
called
calling
it out,
for
though.
that.
It was a running back and fullback.
Yeah, we called it out when it happened.
Yeah. So yeah, we just didn't talk about it on the pod. So that's nice to see. That's refreshing to see that we're able to do that. We just talked about the injury report looking okay. Before the pod, we were talking about the fact that they could be playing games with that, and all of a sudden, in a couple of days, we show up with Robinson questionable, Blaylock doubtful. Who knows? If those things happen, what do you think happens? Do we put Kanik in the backfield? Is it Ott? What happens?
It's odd.
It's got to be odd.
I think when
If he's willing to play.
Yeah, if he's willing to play, and I think
Body language wise, though, everything they're saying, he's not willing to play.
I think what you do, and if he's in there and it's a passing situation and he's your only option at running back, is you put one of the tight ends back there with him and you run a 2-back set essentially with like Helms and Ott. And Helms is the guy that stays back to block. And then Ott goes out on a right, he takes
I can see
he does
that.
a play action and then he swings out and maybe he's the dump off guy and
Right.
Helms stays back because
That'd be good.
maybe
because
it doesn't, since he hasn't played at hardly all this year,
to know the scheme.
to be able to pass block.
But if he's an option at this point, if Ott is an option to play and he can offer some sense of diversity,
I don't know how he could sit out. He doesn't have any eligibility left.
I know, and that
So it
exactly.
makes no sense
So like
to save himself.
So if he's assuming he is available and you can go and put him in a game and you can go and stretch east-west
Yeah.
with a running back, I want to go and do it. I don't care if it's like Ott's in, they know what we're going to do, east-west, and you throw a blocking scheme out there to do it, fine, go do it. Like, that's fine.
Still go beat your guy.
Yeah,
Right.
just go do it. Go block, go beat the guy. I don't want this.
I'm afraid they'll just go, overboard and basically strictly quarterback run game
When was the last time we saw Ott?
and have 5.
One game,
Just 5
one
wide
play
and
against
The one where you
Texas.
missed the blocking, Burks cut in.
Texas.
Yeah, Texas.
But what did he do the game before that? K-State. Yards after contact. Like, he is not a invalid.
What?
Kent State.
Oh, Kent State.
Kent State. He's not an invalid option. Like he can go and actually do.
Apparently, he has been for the last 7 games or how long it's been.
I think he's just a.
Well, we
bitch.
understand that relative.
I think he's
to
a. I
Xavier,
think he's a.
relative to
I
Blake.
think he just
Yes.
doesn't do what he should do in practice. And DeMarcus
Well, that'll be
says
interesting. It'll be telling. It'll be very interesting to see what they do, and hopefully there's
if
some.
Panic is out there running
Well, they
back
need to
any
swallow
point,
some pride.
it's saying Ott is just never gonna.
Oh,
Early in the
absolutely.
season,
Yeah.
it sounded like when Brent was talking about him, that he wasn't in the right headspace, which to me
Correct.
makes me think that he didn't trust his leg coming back from injury from the Cal season. And that, I mean, that was game like 2 or 3
I
when
think
they
the
were still
first week
talking
of-
about that.
The first week of practice when he got here, I think they thought they had an NFL All-Pro running back.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we started him against Michigan, right?
No.
No,
I'm pretty sure we
Barnes
started-
started against Michigan.
We
I think
started.
Barnes did. I think Barnes did.
No, I think we started. I think we started Ott. We started Ott a game. He got like 2 carries and then it was done.
Hmm.
It was either like Michigan or
He did.
Temple.
He got like 2 carries against Michigan, but I don't think he started.
He started a game. I know that for a fact.
Okay. So,
I'll go back and watch.
well, regardless of all that, you guys are talking about like putting a tight end back to block and all that. I'm kind of wondering why we would do that. You must be assuming that Mateer is going to stay in the pocket. And you talk about somebody who apparently is afraid of his injury. When you look at his stats, and I know they're not adjusted for the strength of the opponent, but still, every stat is worse before since the injury as it was before.
Stats guy looked at him. Started Michigan.
He did start Michigan. Good job, Con.
That's surprising.
And what we've seen and saw under, especially against Alabama, is just a panicking rollout for no reason, an abandonment of the pocket
Correct.
that just kills the offense.
You're
Right in
leaving
its
yourself
place.
in half the field.
Yeah.
It's
And too early.
You snap the ball and you take 3 steps or 5-step drop, and there's a little push from the defensive line, but instead of staying in the pocket
He panics.
and looking around, he's immediately rolling to his right to try to. Which maybe it's a size thing. Maybe he doesn't have the vision that Baker and Kyler did, being a smaller stature,
Mhm.
where they still trusted to be,
Mhm.
4 steps behind the line, even as it's coming towards them, that they could still see the field.
I know specifically too, though.
Maybe he's
they-
just not seeing the field when he's got the 6'5"
They
guy.
created
in front of him.
lanes for them too, though.
Yeah.
That was very talked about.
Yeah.
Passing.
Oh my.
Lincoln was great about passing lanes.
And my
with
biggest
small
thing is
passes.
like
You think Beatonbow would have a role there too?
yeah,
correct. And it's way too fast to bail. Like
The line's been really good.
You look at
It's been
you look at the best offensive line play we had last Saturday against Alabama. Mateer has 4 or 5 seconds. Panic is wide open for a check down. And I'm not saying like and that kind of contradicts what I'm saying with a good line. Panic is there for a first down. And I think Mateer sees Kanik and he says, I have time, I'm gonna look deep. He doesn't feel comfortable with anything, rolls right, forces a pass, and almost gets intercepted. So
because he waited way too long. And
yeah,
then
just waited way too
covered
long.
for
I
him.
mean,
Yeah.
Panic is jumping up and down saying, I'm at the sticks, throw me the ball.
Well, the worst is the touchdown that looked like the pop pass play.
Yeah,
And
and
we were watching on TV.
that is the worst.
They
It
show-
is the worst.
They show Arbuckle
Yeah.
on the sideline. I tell you guys that Arbuckle loves his play. Like,
Yep.
we're going to score on this play.
Yep.
And sure enough, they take the snap. He steps back. He rolls to his right, and the pop pass is there.
With Gibson.
All he's got to do is throw it,
Yeah.
and it's a touchdown unless he drops
And
it.
you would think he would because he loves to jump when he throws.
Yeah, and instead he takes a step forward, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm about to get hit," and he just gets.
But
crumpled.
even if he's worried about it, like throw it at the dude's knees.
Yeah.
Just throw it at his knees
Well, I
and
don't
let
think
him
he's worried about
breadbasket
that.
it.
I think he's worried about getting hit.
Yeah.
And it's making him make really
Yeah,
bad
I feel like
decisions.
that's like he's worried about getting hit. I mean, his
I do.
touchdown run, he did not look like he was worried about getting hit.
I think that's because he's in the middle of running and spinning around. I think when I see
He's
him
in a game mode. at
when
that
he
point.
when he jukes like you're running, like you've got a controller on him and you're hitting the A button and you're hitting side to side, it's like pick a side and go. He tries to juke like he's juking these chairs that aren't moving. I don't understand what he's doing. Like he's running a personal slalom or something out there and there's cones. Just go, man.
He's got to find a happy medium.
Well, I mean, we praised him for that the first couple games of the year because we said, "Oh, he looks like Baker,"
And that's
Make
what
Yeah,
guys
but
miss.
he stuck
but he
his,
was
but he
racing
stuck
to it.
his foot in the ground and
Yeah,
ran.
and went forward and not side to
Yeah,
side.
Yeah.
exactly. Like right
But he
now,
was
it's
doing it.
like I don't know what the hell I'm gonna go.
And if
I'm just
you
gonna
get
kick
one
it
juke
until I
move,
figure it out.
not two, definitely
Or
not
three.
three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, his feet are stuck in cement after that first juke move a couple times.
Yep.
there.
He's stuck between not immediately taking the check down and looking deep,
Mm-hmm.
and then being left with a panic throw.
Yeah.
That's why every pass is the same velocity.
Well, and here's
What
my
are we calling
concern.
it here, though?
Because
We're talking 20 yards.
No,
Because he doesn't
yeah,
look
yeah.
further than
But
that.
you okay down the field versus
Yeah.
short. But so that's why all of his throws are the same velocity
Well, and here's my concern.
because he sees it late and tries to fire it in there.
Yeah.
Right. But that exactly alludes to my point is you go look at the passes that John Mateer has completed to receivers that are in stride. It's what we've been complaining about for 3 years.
And it's only
Legitimate.
slants, really.
We don't have hardly any in stride.
No, exactly. It's sit down routes or it's slants. It's quick slants. And the quick slants you can
But
argue
I'll take 5 or 6
I
yards
think
on a
it's
quick
just-
slant all
I think
day.
100%. But you can't do it every
I don't even
play.
think he hits the slants as well. I think they're just drag routes.
Well, yeah, the drag route, it is more of a drag route. And honestly, more times than not, he's throwing that ball behind his receiver.
Well, I guarantee the offense has the plays that it has. Some of them depend on him at the very least making the throw, if not making the completion down the field.
The most pure
And it's never going to work if you don't at least put it out
Yeah.
there. It breaks everything else.
and that's what it kind of pissed me off a little bit in Arbuckle's press conference because they asked him like stretching the field, what's the deal? Like what's
Yeah,
going on?
talk about what he said there.
And Arbuckle's saying it's a multitude of things between John throwing it or the receivers getting open or the receivers catching it. I think it's one
Well, it ain't the
thing.
receivers catching
Not
it
because
because
they
the
don't have
ball
an
ain't there.
opportunity.
Yeah.
They don't have an opportunity. So the last play that I can like confidently say that John Mateer tried to stretch the field on is the Jaron Kanek play in the Michigan game in like the second quarter.
Auburn
About the seam.
down the sideline, which was a scramble, make something happen play.
Yeah.
And
Right.
then one other, he had like 3 deep throws against Auburn, and they were semi-deep. They weren't like.
But
aired
I-
out
No,
deep.
he had,
but
he had-
I-
he had a good one. He had a good pass to Satania in the Ole Miss game.
But I'm also
like, for the
thinking,
stride.
but I'm also thinking,
Yeah.
vision wise.
Right,
Like
right,
sitting in the pocket,
and seeing it
I
develop.
see it, and I'm gonna see you go, 15 yards to where I'm
Well,
throwing
the worry
ball.
is that he can't read a defense
He
because
can't.
if you can read a
I said that.
defense,
Exactly.
you can look and you can see, what's going to happen. You know where the option's going to be,
And
or
Ty
you know
Simpson
at
did
least
that
it's going to be there. and
incredibly
not.
well against
Moving
us the other
people
night.
around, yeah,
Yeah,
with
like-
his eyes.
Like just go and do
Yeah.
what you want to do. Bama is kicking themselves after the other night for sure. Like Ty Simpson was doing whatever he wanted to our defense over the middle.
At the start of the game,
Yeah, beyond going at our corners.
right?
Right? Like, yeah, we brought pressure, everything else, but like
We did shut it down after.
we did
that.
shut it down.
But you have to be kicking yourself if you're Alabama if you give up the ball 3 times and you give it up
Almost
deep in
5.
yeah, almost deep right and you give it up
interceptions too.
deep into territory. I mean, once a scoring position, maybe not with
87-yard touchdown.
maybe not with their field goal kicker,
Yeah.
but yeah, you flip the field on
It's a
points.
14-point swing essentially.
Yeah,
right there.
maybe 10, definitely, upwards of 14. So yeah, they should be kicking themselves, but at the same time, maybe OU gave them those opportunities, and it's like you were only going to get that much. Where OU would be kicking themselves is Alabama scores on those, but we answer and we continue serve, and our offense is able to give as good as we're getting. Well, our offense wasn't delivering that way, and so we had to depend on those things.
and they have
against
it, though.
Alabama.
That's what sucks. Is like I want a mediocre offense.
I want a mediocre, complete offensive game.
Right. Like I'm not asking for too much. I'm not asking for 2017 Baker or 2018
No.
Kyler.
No,
Where does
Or even-
mediocre put you in the standings? Outside of 40?
Right now?
Mediocre?
Yeah, I know you're making
No.
a joke.
no, it'd be mediocre for what we're talking about. Is
It's like 20
yeah,
like
top 25.
10 to 10 20.
That's mediocre?
Right now? Yeah.
No, he's saying.
No, I'm saying like on the
he's saying-
season.
Oh, no. You're saying different things. You're not. Well, I don't know.
I'm talking about being Jay's bet,
Right. He's saying
where
the
I-70 would be
rankings,
inside the top
offensive
40.
ranking.
What are we right now?
but I'm asking what your mediocre that you're saying you want from the offense. Where would you rank that in like yards out of 113 teams.
I want
You're talking.
a top 20 to
I mean,
top.
of course we want that. But
I
I'm
want
saying
no, but
mediocre.
for me,
Mediocre's like 60 to 80.
Well, then we are mediocre.
okay, well then fair enough. I want just above mediocre between 20 and 30.
If we had a complete,
I mean, 20 to 30 is a
Yeah.
solid offense
Right.
out of 113.
And I should
It's not
expect
mediocre.
I would, but okay, fair enough.
okay, but if
I
we
want
were,
an above mediocre team, but I don't want an elite offense.
not team. If we were a mediocre, if we were a consistently just mediocre, that's
We're
a weird word.
89th in yards again.
If we were in the top
That's
50,
mediocre. to me.
if we were in the top 50, yeah, okay. So let's set aside the word,
Solid.
which we're
Use
gonna
the word solid.
let's use numbers. Let's not use vague words that no one knows that we can't agree with they mean. If you're in the top 50, if you were ranked 30 to 50, so right there where it's a neck and neck on that bet,
More than serviceable.
I don't know if we'd lose a game.
Agreed.
Yeah, I agree.
We'd be undefeated right now.
Agreed.
That was part of my thought
Yeah.
process on the year. I assumed
And that's all
we
I'm
would be
asking
about a
for.
top 40
That's all
offense.
I'm
And I
didn't know how
prefer-
we were gonna
Now
win
next
games.
year I expect
I
more.
mean, you have a top
But that's
5
all I expect
defense.
this
If
year.
you have a top 30 offense,
I would
we're
prefer
undefeated.
I would prefer a 20 to 40 range in that category. Give me a 20 to 40. And honestly, like with what we have on defense, to your point, sky's the limit. Like
Yeah, I agree.
we are
Now,
more we are what Ohio State is on offense right now in the rankings on defense. And we counteract that perfectly.
maybe better because the strength
Probably
of schedule
better.
adjust
Probably
adjust
better.
that. So we could get there though, because we've seen open receivers, we've seen opportunities. If we could just connect the dots, and I'm not saying that that's like easy or something we should expect,
But it's there.
but it's there. It's there.
We
It's
can't
there and
get there 'cause
available.
Jay said we need like 1,400 yards over the next 2 games to get there.
No, but
Each
screw,
game.
screw the stats. Screw the stats.
700 each game.
No,
Screw everything
no,
else.
no. We could
Give
be
me
top
two-
20 offense for the rest of the
Oh, for
season.
the next 2 games.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly.
I don't think we will.
Give me
I don't think we will either.
give me 6 good games.
There you go.
6 serviceable games.
National championship, baby.
Because right now, so what I've seen up to this point, Auburn is the last game that I can say this. We don't have a serviceable offense to go and compete consistently with the top teams
Right.
in the nation.
We have to have things
You're
go our
counting
way.
Auburn as a good offensive game?
I'm counting Auburn as the last decent offensive game that we've
I mean,
had.
we had a good drive to finish the game, but we were crap on
South
offense. the whole
Carolina
game.
was okay.
Okay, regardless.
Yeah, South
whatever.
Carolina.
What do you want? Whatever you call it.
I don't
Give me
think we've had a great offensive game this season.
No.
We haven't.
outside of
No
like
one said
Temple.
no one said
I'm
great.
not saying
Oh, I
we've
don't
had a
know.
good,
Okay.
like a great or good. I'm just saying a serviceable offense. Give me something that will go get me
Well, look at it this way.
2 or 3
What
touchdowns.
would it take for us to win a playoff game against a reasonable opponent? It's got to. That's what we want.
3
Just-
touchdowns?
Just
3
something that's
touchdowns and 2
doable.
field goals.
3
right.
touchdowns, 2 field
Exactly.
goals.
Yeah,
We
Exactly.
want that.
27 points.
Well,
Give me just at least that.
What's interesting is, I don't know what John Mateer brings to the team because he's not really getting rushing yards and he's
Good hair.
not making
It's good hair.
Throws.
Yeah, he's got like 160 passing yards.
Yeah.
No, honestly,
And
and
30
honestly, at
rushing
this point,
he's been better with the ball.
what is Nussmeier? Like, is Nussmeier the better option?
Ye-
Not
Wait.
Nussmeier.
No.
Yeah,
No,
Neubauer.
No, Nussbauer's not
Neubauer.
playing either.
Neubauer.
Is Neubauer?
We don't, we don't know.
There's a chance the team's not any different with Neubauer in the game,
Legitimately.
other than the other team's defense.
He
would
probably
adjust
doesn't
and
run
do
the ball as
something.
well. but
No, he doesn't.
Now,
But
what
he
would
can pass
happen?
the ball.
All right, what would happen if Mateer got injured and couldn't play?
Hawkins has 2 games left.
With the playoffs,
He's only played twice.
I think so.
He
I
played,
put this on the radio.
he played Kent State.
Well, he obviously
He
played.
didn't play Illinois State. He played Temple.
Uh-huh.
He didn't play Michigan. He didn't play Auburn.
He didn't play Texas.
He literally played
Kent State.
Kent State and Temple.
Temple.
He has 2 games left.
Oh.
There was talk as though you have a package for him in this game. If you get down to a situation where,
Yeah.
This postseason doesn't count, right?
where yeah,
Right.
postseason does not count.
Yeah.
So if you get down to a situation where you need a sprint option play,
Right.
then Hawkins comes in and you just run and he either pitches or doesn't
And
and picks up a 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3 or something like that.
this may be me
And
committing.
you're telling the defense what you're doing
Sure.
and they still have
Right.
to stop it.
This may be me committing the fan fallacy of always thinking that the backup quarterback is better, but we might be in a better position if Hawkins didn't play if Mateer got injured with Neubauer.
It's just impossible to know because
It is
we
impossible
don't
to
have
know,
we haven't seen him
but-
get playing time.
but
He's got the body type and he's got the arm for it.
And he is, and the experience.
Yeah.
He has played at this level and he's played.
Well, he hasn't played at this level.
Well, and played,
because
but he hasn't played at FCS level.
But
He's played FBS college football.
we talk about Mateer not being anywhere near this level, Washington State. Mercer is another step below. So you can't say
true.
he's been at this level.
But maybe that
Maybe that helped.
Yeah, but that's what Chambly was.
might help.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm the guy that said
right,
I'd love to see Newbauer play because he's got
right. And so
he's
all
got
I'm
the body
saying
type
is,
and the arm.
it might be
I would've been fine
it
with
might be a
him.
bad situation that Hawkins would be the guy.
Against Bama.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah, you're talking to the wrong guy saying I don't want to see him out there. I'm just saying we can't go
It would just be
giving credit to him for playing this level when he's played less of a level than Washington State.
It would be, just a massive indictment if he did get in the football game and we could just throw the football down.
But I don't think he gets in now. But
No, but I'm saying
and
if
that's
that,
what I'm saying.
but if
Hawkins has
that
2 games
happened,
left.
Exactly. That's
He's
what I'm saying.
he's
That's
the
bad.
backup.
That's what I'm saying. That's bad.
if that happened,
All right, we want 2 guys to get hurt.
who knows?
We're calling for 2 injuries.
No.
Of
I
our
don't know.
own quarterbacks.
Yes.
No, definitely not.
I don't know. I really don't know.
So
Newbauer may be
But someone's got
he
to.
may be QB2.
But there's got to be somebody that can see the open receiver just throw the football.
right,
Like
the protectors
we
there.
are harsh.
The receivers are there.
We have been harsh-ish on Arbuckle, but as more games go by, it is less Arbuckle.
No, I'm totally.
It completely.
I'm
I'm not
am.
saying he's got the best offense there ever is and whatever, but
I'm
there are
80-20
plays-
at worst that it's not Arbuckle is Arbuckle.
there are plays to be made that we just are not
Yeah.
making.
Well, Mike sent a text thread, and I think he was a little bit over exaggerating that Washington State Mateer had 5 and 6 yards of open guy to throw to because 5 yards is a big difference. I think it was like 3 yards difference, and he was making those throws at Washington State. And now you've got a 1 yard separation difference,
It's a big deal.
and it's a big deal. But he's not throwing the
Right.
ball when
And
it's
so the
when
point
it's
he
a
was
yard
trying
of
to make for
separation.
clarity
Yes,
was saying that when you're at Washington State,
Open is different.
open is different, and
Yeah.
open is more open, and you got to understand that.
It's like college NFL.
Yeah, exactly. It's a tighter window, and you just got to be prepared to do it. And I don't think he's prepared
and
himself
he's
to
threw a
do
couple
it.
picks to start the
And he
season.
might get there.
He had
I'll go
3
on
in his
record.
first 3 games, and he's just
I have faith in the guy.
gun shy to go
Next year,
John
fit it
Mateer
in.
coming
Next
back
year,
next
he could
year
be
may
the guy.
incredible.
He could be
It may be
incredible.
incredible.
But we
But
need him
right now-
incredible. We need him pretty darn good now.
I'd be shocked if he was incredible next year.
That's the bet.
Shocked.
That we say
Yes.
incredible.
Well,
Jay will be the determining factor on
If he's not incredible next year and he comes back, you ruin a kid's career. He's done.
He ruined his
Like-
own career at that point.
I mean, I agree. I'm not saying
Well,
So
But
you're not ruining his
he's
career.
done.
If he's still gun shy and still not letting the pocket go
No.
around him and stepping
He
up,
needs to.
Well,
Needs to either
then
transfer.
fast forward,
He needs to transfer, or he needs to say,
or that's an
"I'm
indictment
gonna
of
be the
coaches.
guy."
They're the ones who need to figure out how to make a transition in a future next year situation where Mateer is still doing the same thing he's doing now. You can't let this go on, or you're not going to compete for it. You're not going to be
It's gone on all
for
season.
college football. It's gotten worse though. It's kind of developed worse.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's where I've got a little bit of faith that this thing could get better. So
He's
let's
gonna get better.
let's talk about things that are also murky, but getting a little more clear, which is college football playoffs. So OU comes in at 8. I thought they'd be 7th. I thought they should be in front of Oregon. And here's my justification for why I think they should from the committee's standpoint. Now, obviously, you know why I think we're a better team than Oregon. I think we got a better resume than Oregon. But if you're the committee and you're looking at it and you think about that resume, you're saying OU's basically played their resume with 2 games that are, notable names. One of them's a top 25 team, but it's not like the tough games remain. Oregon has one of their tough games remaining, one of their few tough games remaining. You can't let OU jump Oregon at this point if Oregon continues to win. Even if you think OU's of the better team when the whole body of work comes in. But you can let Oregon jump OU if they beat USC handily. So they boxed themselves into a corner a little bit, painted themselves into a
I think
corner.
it's strictly losses. They have 1 loss, we have 2. That's
Then
why they're in
that's
front of us.
stupid. Then that's dumb.
We have more quality wins.
Well, we're not the only one.
They only have 1.
Aren't there
ranked-
1-loss teams behind
They only
us?
have 1 ranked.
There's 1-loss teams behind us.
Georgia Tech is behind us.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it.
James Madison,
BYU.
one of those, BYU.
Yeah, but they're not in a power conference.
BYU is
BYU and
supposedly.
Tech.
Big 12's not a power conference.
Exactly my
It's
point.
not a power.
All that's relative, and,
There's two
and the strength
conferences.
of schedule is relative.
There's
And
two conferences.
yeah,
Oregon
and one
has
of them's
loss.
Big Ten, and one of them does not play, and they have what 5 big matchups
Oregon's
a year.
one loss was to the number 2
Yeah,
team in the
yeah,
country.
and their resume is
OU
shit.
has 2
Their
losses
resume is crap.
to number
Top 10,
what
team.
6 and number
10.
17.
no
Oh,
17 or
Texas.
18 or whatever they are.
Yeah, yeah. Our resume is
But what they-
exceptionally
What they
stronger
were
than
ranked
Oregon's.
before, they were ranked higher before that.
Yeah, but you're not looking at before. You're looking
They're
at
still
now.
extremely
they are.
comparable wins.
They are looking at what they
Or lost.
because
I
you
would be-
can't.
I would
you
be
can't
pissed
call-
if we were a 1-loss team.
You can't call
and a
Auburn.
2-loss
You
team
can't
was
call Auburn
ahead
a
of us.
ranked win.
Not
We're the
if,
highest
not
ranked-
if we had no ranked wins. The other two
We're-
had 4.
Well, I
They're
don't
the
care
highest
about your
ranked two-loss
hypothetical
teams.
emotion or Oregon's actual emotions. I care about who actually is the better team and has a better resume. And I'm saying from the committee standpoint, they put themselves in a position to look where they can't make a change that they might want to make.
On a neutral field, OU Oregon is maybe a pick'em. If it's not a pick'em, then we're underdog by 2 points. I don't think
know
we're
if that's
favored over
true.
Oregon on a neutral field.
I don't think that's true.
The whole problem is they don't have something set in stone.
Their criteria
They can go off.
because they're really
They can change
They're
it.
like
totally willing.
Notre Dame's in front of Miami.
I test,
Whoever they talk.
Who won that game?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Miami won that game.
but I
whoever
test.
Why are they ahead of Alabama?
Notre Dame.
Yes,
Yeah.
to me it's shocking.
Yeah,
That's awful.
yeah, but
It's
it's
awful.
they played 3 tough teams this season and
Lost
they're 1
one
and
of
2.
Yeah.
So looking at all the different scenarios, we know from history a lot of things are going to shake out that are going to be disruptive. Some of those will be matchups like USC Oregon. That's a natural disruptor one way or the other. The easiest thing is for Oregon to win the way they're supposed to. I don't know if we need it. I don't know if I agree with
We
that.
do.
So I don't think it matters. Like right now, OU really just has to win, and they can move up. We may want USC to win, so
No.
OU can move up to a higher position.
You don't want a 4th Big Ten team in contention.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Why?
Because they're going to be
Because of the
tempted to put
conference?
them in.
So what? So
But
what
that doesn't affect us.
doesn't affect us?
It
You
comes
think
up
so?
No way.
No, if Oregon
at the
loses,
expense of us
we
missing out.
move
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Maybe that lets USC in, but that doesn't affect our rankings.
There are so few spots open, and I listened to the post game that we had. There are so few spots open right now.
And-
I don't disagree. Whoever wins the USC Oregon game, whatever, it's fine. I think it's okay for us. I think we're fine because we have better wins than USC does.
But we're not going to jump Oregon, and USC is not going to jump us.
USC won't jump us. If Oregon loses, we will jump Oregon, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
And so we get a
would
better
net
position.
higher position.
I would
Right.
think Oregon would fall to the back of the
Like
line
10 or
of
12,
2
10 or 11
for sure. They might be out.
Miami's
Well,
13.
What
right
you
now.
might find,
Losses.
what you might
They
find
don't have a good
is,
They
schedule.
lost the number 2 and
Maybe
the number
Oregon has Notre Dame as their only
team
win.
in the
Yeah,
nation.
that's what I'm
so
saying.
if you want some
but they
chaos,
haven't beat anybody.
Haven't beat
if
anybody.
you want some chaos, have Georgia Tech beat Georgia, have Auburn beat Alabama, and USC beats Oregon, Michigan beats Ohio State, you're going to see some real disruption.
Oh, kill me.
We could get a bye. It's not undoable.
If
Setting out the SEC title, we could get a bye.
if Georgia beat A&M in the SEC title, I think A&M still stays in front of us.
So if A&M
Those two would be in the top
right?
4.
So say A&M's in front of us.
You're
So
right.
say A&M's in front of us, and Texas could beat them, but say A&M is just in. Say that they're an undefeated team, they're all the way in. And let's say
Michigan
that
beats Ohio State.
Michigan
A&M's
beats
number
Ohio
1.
State. So Ohio State starts
Unless
dropping.
Indiana wins,
And say that and say that
what's Indiana doing?
What happens to Ohio State if they lose to Michigan and Indiana in back-to-back games?
right. They're below us. They're definitely below us.
I don't know about that.
Oh,
Well,
I don't know how they couldn't be.
No, they should be. Michigan is a low
I
ranked team.
think they should be.
They have no resume.
Texas was the only win.
That's it. That's their only win.
I think they should be. I think you are valuing the resume more than the committee does.
I don't think there's any way with 2 losses those guys stay top 4.
Yeah, I unfortunately.
I think they run the
Up there.
BCS standings and they say.
I think the
"This is what we're gonna
committee.
do."
I think the committee picks a team individually and puts whatever narrative they need to fit what they want for that.
I
team.
definitely think you're right.
They're doing
Because
it with
they
Notre
still-
Dame and Miami.
because they
Yeah.
still gave.
But they
And
have to.
because
They
somebody
have
asked
to
them-
because the at large.
Somebody asked them the question about why is Oregon still like ranked ahead. It might have been Stoya asked them, and he was still giving them credit for beating a good Penn State at the time.
It's just
Because
ridiculous.
that's all they have.
That's the stupidest
But-
argument.
That's all Oregon has.
That's pure ignorance. Exactly. That's
is
all that
beating a
they've,
good Penn State at the time.
that's all that they've got.
So
Like 4-6 right now.
if OU goes
Mm-hmm.
and beats a freaking ranked Missouri, there's no reason you shouldn't naturally jump them.
Except they have one loss instead of 2.
Yeah, but you've won 5 ranked games.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I mean,
how
I'm
many-
not disagreeing.
I know, I know.
But they're 11.
I
Okay,
think
so
we should be in
so
front of
say
Oregon,
they're
but I'm
11
telling
and
you
1
why
and-
they're not.
Yeah.
But how many ranked wins does someone have to have versus
right.
a loss?
But that's
Right.
but that's why I say it's gonna
No, but
be
say they have
still-
one.
Net.
Like you have 2, but you have five ranked wins, and this team has they only have 1 loss.
Which-
Okay, they haven't beat anybody.
But
with the
it-
committee who's willing to do asterisks, then put an asterisk on the Texas loss because we did not have our starting quarterback all
Fully
except
healthy.
in name. He was not
Right.
fully healthy, obviously, had not practiced in 17
But
days.
what I'm saying is like this is the subjective, illogical approach of the committee. Like you cannot leave it up to a bunch of
Well, I would say it's compounded
dudes.
by the fact that one, I think there's weird politics that go into this
It's a lot
committee of
politics.
And the committee
grant
chair left
laws.
because he got in trouble with
Yeah,
whatever. Was he a Baylor?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
banging someone.
So the guy that put in front of the TV yesterday had no clue what the hell he was talking about.
Awful, which is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, if
Any
you-
of us could do a
It's
better job.
pathetic.
And here's what makes
It's
it worse.
But like, if they have the 1-loss Oregon where they're at, like why isn't BYU up ahead of everybody?
Right. Well,
But
here's
their
what
one
makes
loss is
it all
a pick,
worse.
who's number 4.
They've got these stupid
Yeah, great
automatic bids.
They haven't beat anybody. They got a great
Well, they
loss.
did get manhandled, like 30-11 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So you've got to drop the
Still,
automatic bids
yeah,
because
manhandled
it's
by Texas.
messing all of this up. It's messing. It's the narrative that they've got to in the backdrop. They've got to think about because at some point they got to figure out. Well, we got to get somebody in here, and how are we going to get them in here? Somebody's got to be the top ranked teams from these conference champions.
Someone's got to be an at-large bid.
Yeah,
Someone has to be in from the ACC.
yeah. It's
BS.
It's BS.
Like
It's
how
totally
like,
BS.
you don't even know who Indiana plays this week or if they even play anybody.
And it's the highest ranked
Purdue, I
conference champions,
What
which
if
is what's
Indiana-
really weird.
What if
really-
Indiana had a random loss? They should plummet.
Yeah. Which they almost had, obviously.
But I mean, they should just.
I mean, their only big win is they killed Illinois when they were ranked. Illinois is not any good.
Oregon.
And then they beat
No.
Oregon.
And they beat Oregon.
That's
That's it. That's it.
They do have Illinois beaten.
But look at Texas
Illinois
A&M.
not that good.
Look at Texas A&M.
Illinois like
Yeah,
7-3.
Texas A&M had beat
Texas
them
A&M
either.
hadn't beat anybody.
Also weak.
I mean, what
Should have
if,
lost to South Carolina.
if they beat Texas,
Probably
then
better than-
that'll be a quality win.
It is probably better.
Probably
they
better
didn't.
they didn't.
Probably better they didn't. So what I want for OU is a path that is not loaded with difficulty. When the 8-9 that came out the other day, I'm going to say that's loaded with difficulty, where OU's hosting Notre Dame as it stands today,
And then plays Ohio State.
and then plays Ohio State. That's really tough. And then you got Alabama that you keyed in on, we all agreed, was the easiest road out there. I want that road or something comparable to that, obviously, because I want it for OU. But also, I just want some semblance of justice in this damn thing so that it's not these, it won't be as bad as last year, although it might be with these different automatic
Well,
qualifiers.
And the irony of what you're saying for how difficult it is for OU, national analysts and stuff are saying the same thing for Ohio State.
Right.
Like, oh, you get the number 1 seed and your
Have to play it.
game is an OU or Notre Dame.
Yeah, and that's a good point. And
Like,
it is
what is
because
that?
of the stuff they're setting up.
Yeah.
The way that they're structuring this
So
thing.
where do you guys think we logically land?
If we're
I don't
we
think
win
can
out. We win out. And everything.
I don't think you
Everything.
can get any
Wait,
higher than 7.
No, but everything. Okay.
so you mean when you say logically,
everything.
you mean most
Everything.
likely?
Yeah. Everything transpires the way you think. Teams that should win should win.
We're gonna be number one.
So Ohio State beats Michigan.
Yeah.
And
So it's a-
Indiana loses
Indiana
to
loses
Ohio
to
State.
Ohio State.
Ohio State, Indiana losing the Big Ten championship.
What is
to Ohio
A&M
State.
Georgia?
All right. So where does Indiana fall when that happens?
Probably
Nothing.
still above us because
Yeah.
of
What is the highest
Which
we
is
can land?
awful.
to the number 1 team.
Which
What
is
is it?
awful.
I think the highest we can land is 5.
I do too.
Maybe.
I mean, I think
I
no.
don't
I,
think
I
we
don't
get
think
to
we get
5.
5 either. It might be 6.
I think we
If the
could.
teams are supposed to win,
I
win,
actually
I don't
think.
think we get
Yeah,
to
if the
5.
teams that are supposed to win
I think you
win,
get to 7.
I think.
Maybe.
I
6
think
or 7?
6, 7, probably. We're gonna do that every podcast for the rest of time.
What is 6-7?
That's a good point. No one
No one
knows.
knows. Kids
word
aren't
of the
old.
year. So that's probably true. What's bad is something that I've felt like should have been the case, would have been the case, but because of the way it's shaken out, 9-3 is definitely elimination at this point.
We're done.
Who is
Yeah.
4 right now? Is it Georgia?
Yes.
Yeah, Georgia.
Okay.
That's rightful.
Texas
So
5.
that can't stand,
And Ole Miss 6.
right? I mean,
Who's five?
Okay.
so this, okay, there's a few
So
different
Tech-
things that can
if
happen.
Tech loses
Yeah, that's
to
BYU.
BYU, we jump both of them. I mean,
Right.
BYU's behind us.
We could be
That
five.
goes
We
up
could
a
be
spot.
5.
I don't think it
Because,
could be 5.
no, because
Why would
Indy-
BYU not jump us?
No.
No.
Oh, come on.
Because that would be their only quality win.
They're not going to do that.
One.
They're not. Well, if history's in, or if this season's any guide, they haven't. Why would the committee do that? To be,
Where are they at now?
they have not done that in any other case,
Is BYU behind us with one
Because they're
loss now?
conference champion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
BYU's not
which is
top 12.
ridiculous. I know you're not agreeing.
It'd be conference champion, and they just beat a top 5 team.
So you've got A&M playing
Yeah.
Georgia, and you've got Indiana playing Ohio State. So that means 2 of those guys, even if they win out, are going to get a loss.
If BYU beats Tech, it's not good for us.
Why is it bad?
I don't think BYU jumps us.
Did you get?
They're not. I agree. They're not going to jump us.
They're-
Make a bet on that.
Georgia beats A&M.
No, but they're
If
in
both of those teams
automatically.
stay in front of
Two
us.
Big 12
It
teams.
doesn't matter if you think they jump us.
If
They're
A&M
A&M beats
If
Georgia.
A&M beats Georgia,
Georgia's
Georgia drops
behind
below.
them.
No, but
Yeah.
but the problem is well, you're not
That's
talking about.
how we move up.
It doesn't matter if they're ranked behind us; they're in. So they're currently out.
But
And
they
if
don't have to be in the top 4.
But they would be in.
But they're in regardless.
They're in of the 12.
Who? Who are you worried about?
BYU
BYU.
So what?
But they're like,
They're out of it now.
because Texas Tech comes
that
in
doesn't
first.
hurt us.
That's not my
We're in if we win
Right.
both. We're 100% in if we win both games.
Yes.
So who in the 12 would be out?
How many SEC
If
teams?
BYU has to
Another
be in, who's
SEC
out?
I'm so confused.
Another SEC.
How many
team.
SEC teams make the playoff?
Like Bama would be out at that point.
Yeah, Bama. Bama's the one who's probably out.
Bama's first out. Yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah.
So it's A&M,
So BYU
Georgia.
can replace Bama.
OU.
Oklahoma,
Ole Miss.
Ole
Ole
Miss.
Miss.
And Ole Miss is before OU.
So yeah,
So you're the last SEC team in.
in those
So
scenarios,
BYU would kick out Alabama.
Yes.
probably,
Or
They sh-
Miami.
and it-
unless Texas Tech
But
drops
Miami
out of
on
the
it.
whole damn thing.
Miami's in right now.
But
Yeah,
Miami
yeah,
might win the league, so they're in.
Oh, okay. So then Miami would
Who does Tech have left?
look. I don't
No
know.
one.
I mean, is it a Big 12 team?
Probably.
No one.
So right now, Ohio State 1, Indiana 2. If they both win out, they would play each other.
We're gonna
I don't
see.
think either one of those drops below us.
I'm gonna let
So
you guys
the
know.
Big
Tech
Ten
has West
championship.
Virginia.
We're gonna see some messed up stuff
With the Big Ten championship loss, neither one of those drop below.
in the next
In
2
my
weeks. In the next
No,
2
I
weeks,
agree.
we're gonna
I
get
agree.
some
I
messed
agree.
up stuff.
A&M Georgia, if A&M wins, Georgia could drop from 4
Agreed.
below us.
Agreed.
Yes.
If Georgia wins, then both
No,
of them
but-
stay in the top 5.
No, Georgia's
Yes.
only losses would be to number
Bama?
3 A&M and number 10 Bama.
And then, yeah.
They won't drop below us.
I think they would.
I think they would. I think they would. I think they would.
Because ours would be
Better.
against a number.
I think they would go
Right,
right back.
Texas would be like 24, or maybe out of it if they lose to A&M.
Keep in mind, they're going to want.
Are
Think
you
about
taking?
people.
Are you taking what they are now,
I'm
or what
taking
they were
current.
then?
I'm taking current.
So
So you were lost to a team that's on the verge of not being ranked, but with your quarterback situation that happened, and then your
And
other
the
losses to like a number 5 Ole Miss.
so keep in mind, this is people in a room.
And it's Georgia.
This is
I'm
people
not saying
in
they
a
drop
room
out of it. I'm just saying they would drop
trying
below
to
us
make
by
a point and interrupt it
one.
repeatedly. This is people in a room trying to make what they do at the end of the day make sense, knowing that that last decision is public. All of that's transparent, right? The
Mhm.
last vote. So they've got to align it in some way that they can justify every single thing that they're doing. So I think they're going to start to move teams into a position of, all right, that's safe. Move Oklahoma up because that's safe and I can defend that. Because they're going to have eventually a couple of decisions they're going to have to justify to drop someone, and they're going to want to be as clean as they can.
If
They
we
know
win.
they're going to
And they're
take.
going to say they
If
have
we win.
5
If
top
we
25
Look,
wins.
if we're in,
If we win,
if we're in for sure, and a BYU could bump a Bama out, that'd be pretty glorious.
Bad for the conference, but it'd be bad.
I think Ole Miss is in a sweet spot right now. It's-
Yes,
almost a great spot.
but they're in Ohio State's position last year
Yeah.
before this.
All they have to do is beat Mississippi State, and they're staying in at
Yep.
6.
They're great.
Yep.
And then if a little
They
bit of
might get
chaos
to
happens around them,
Hell, they could get to fourth.
yeah, if a little chaos happens,
Yeah, they
then
could get a fourth.
if Indiana
Easy.
loses to Ohio
Yeah.
State, maybe Indiana drops to 5
Mm-hmm.
or 6,
Yep.
and then Ole Miss moves up.
Yep.
And if so Ohio State's beat Indiana, A&M beats Georgia, Ole Miss moves up into 4.
Well, you gotta, and you have to.
Even though Ole Miss lost to Georgia, Georgia would still have 2 losses.
Well, and that's the thing too, is I don't think the committee will punish anybody. I think if you make a SEC championship, I don't think the
Like,
SEC will punish you.
If everyone wins.
Like if it's A&M and Ole Miss
A&M in Georgia.
and Ole Miss loses, I don't think the committee will punish you.
Ole Miss
I think it'll be in the
has a
playoffs.
Ole Miss, what do you mean Ole Miss loses? To Mississippi State?
No, if Ole Miss loses in the SEC
I don't think that's
championship,
It's real hard.
They
for them
still
to
can't. I
make
think
it.
I saw like a 9% chance. Ole Miss.
okay, regardless,
A lot of
who,
things have to
regardless of who makes it, you're not
Georgia
gonna,
has to lose.
you're not going to get punished for making
No, they've already played all.
Punished by who?
Oh yeah.
the committee.
Oh, the committee. You said SEC.
Georgia's already played
Yeah,
all.
no, I don't think it'll be.
Oh, so
I don't
they
think it'll
probably
be
play
punished by the
Georgia.
committee.
Then Ole Miss would have to play Georgia. So A&M would have to.
But
lose.
if A&M loses to Texas, then it comes to tiebreakers between between A&M, Georgia, and Ole Miss.
and Bama.
And Bama. Because Bama has one. Yeah.
Shit, Bama could be ahead of us.
Well, like someone said the other day.
Bama
No,
goes
Bama could get the SEC title.
Yeah.
but still
Bama
not
goes
get
there and gets in the SEC title and wins
if
it.
they win it.
Yeah.
But then
It'd be hard to jump us when we were their loss.
Yeah,
They-
but no,
they
they
do.
have
They
to.
would jump
They
us.
would jump.
They
They
would jump
have
us.
to.
They would jump us.
Because they
Don't
played
have
it-
to,
they played-
would.
but
They
they
don't have
played-
to.
They played an extra game
The conference.
and they won the conference. You're
Yeah,
gonna
they
jump
would.
us.
They would.
yeah.
They would.
But somebody, and that's a moot. It's a moot point. As
FSU's
somebody,
a bad loss.
that's what I was just about to say. Somebody made that point. Like everyone's just forgetting that they lost. It's the worst loss on anyone's resume
It's a bad loss.
in the playoff picture. That's the worst loss. I don't care that it's game 1. It was awful, and the whole damn season counts.
It's a loss.
That's very frustrating that they're just like wishing that away, and we're just not even going
I
to.
don't know who was Miami's 2 losses to.
Louisville and
That's a bad
SMU.
loss.
Not as bad as Florida
SMU.
State.
No,
FSU.
SMU.
Yeah, probably not.
I mean
Louisville
that
was still ranked as of
that's a really
Yeah.
bad loss. Well, there's a lot of football to be played as
We gotta
is-
win.
is clear.
We gotta
and
go
we gotta
No,
win.
we gotta Let's go win.
So the key to winning
We're basing
is
all this off of us winning.
us
the next
winning.
two
It's
games.
big assumption. So let's get into some predictions and stuff. But let's start with some trivia. So we've been talking about rushing. We're going to talk more about rushing in just a second. In fact, that's going to be our prop bet is going to be all about rushing. But before we get to that, I want to ask you guys a trivia question. Do you know in the history of Sooner football, which is one of the premier, if not the greatest rushing teams in history, what Sooner has rushed for the fewest yards in their OU career?
Fewest yards.
The fewest yards in their OU career.
Are we considering all positions?
Jaden.
All
Ott.
positions. Nope, not by a long shot.
I mean, what does he have? Like 10?
Okay,
Nope.
so I'm gonna say someone must have negative yards for
Troy Aikman.
Nope, but you're on the right track. And I'll give you a hint. We were talking about this guy earlier tonight before the pod.
Hmm.
Quarterback or what position? Give me a position.
Do you guys want to know the position or do you want to keep thinking?
I'm assuming he's a quarterback. Is it a punter?
It's a quarterback.
Is
That's
it-
also a good, I mean, that's good
I mean,
thinking. That's
If they
good
drop
thinking.
a couple snaps,
Yeah,
could be
technically,
15-yard loss.
technically, yeah, every punt is negative.
Landry Jones.
Landry
It's all
Jones.
back yardage.
The most prolific passer in the history of Sooner football at
Yep.
16,646 yards. He rushed for a negative 375 yards.
I have more more rushing yards.
I've always hated the stat
That's
that you
crazy.
count sack yards against a quarterback's rushing. Because they
It's
don't do it
gotta
in the
go
NFL.
somewhere.
They
It's
don't
gotta go
They don't do it
somewhere.
in the NFL.
They
They don't
does it
count
go against
quarterbacks
team?
with negative rushing.
It's got to go against team then.
Think how many times he had to get sacked to lose 375 yards.
It's a lot,
lot.
baby. That
mean-
man could run backwards like the best of them.
He
But I'm
was
just saying they should.
spectrum on.
The reason they do is because the quarterback run game
Never run.
has been so prolific over the history of college
I saw
football.
Landry Jones run a naked boot.
And NFL is not
against
that way.
Florida State in 2000.
Well, I think logically,
I was for like 15 yards maybe. But
logically,
the naked boot
it has to go against somebody.
But it doesn't in the NFL?
No, no.
Well,
he
but it
had a
goes
great
against
one
the team.
country,
Okay.
right?
So the problem would be if you
What year?
you'd have to be
Donkey
thinking,
Steve?
I'm going to give him credit for this, but not give him credit for that.
Again, in the NFL, that's how they do it.
No, it's Nebraska.
You get
Which
credit
is
for
fine.
positive rushing yards,
Which is
don't
fine,
count
but
it
it's not
against-
necessarily a great thing.
Yeah.
If you had 7
It was like
rushes
40
for
yards,
25
20
yards,
Yeah.
they're not counting 3
Oh, you're
sacks.
right.
No, I
not
get-
40
Yeah,
negative
well,
points.
Like 20.
Yeah, I get how it
Maybe.
works. I'm just saying you're giving him credit for scrambling and he gets away, but if he scrambles and he gets sacked, you're not giving him.
Look up
So
Yeah.
that's a little one-sided.
2010 Big Ten championship, Landry Jones.
Or Big
naked
12
boot.
championship.
Yeah, go ahead and look at Big 12
Yeah,
championship.
don't look at the
It
big.
says Landry Jones' longest rush was 18 yards.
And naked, I bet it was against Nebraska in the 2010
It was a great play.
Big 12 championship.
I love the naked boot.
It was straight up
I love
Peyton
it.
Manning style,
I
where no
love
one
the
in the
naked
world
boot.
thought
Yeah,
Peyton Manning was
Yeah.
It was incredible. We were down what, like 14-0 in that game?
I think it changed the game.
17-0?
Yeah, turned it around.
I'll never forget. My mom took me to Taru Mars. My dad was traveling to Japan, and we are like, we're gonna go watch this. We're gonna watch the front end of
Shout out
Taru
Taro
Mars.
Mar, future pod sponsor.
Future pod sponsor, and they were like, yeah.
Hey, how about Japan, future Todd?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sponsor. I was like,
So
yeah.
he was number 2 on that list.
I don't remember.
Oh,
I
you
didn't
didn't-
record that. It was there was actually a gap.
It was like minus 300 and something to like
Minus
negative 50.
50 or something, yeah. So, well, let's get to the prop bet that's about rushing in a second. First, though, let's lock it in and let's get to the locks of the week.
The realest deal. Locks of the week.
So, locks of the week, guys. Let's update where we stand. As of last week, Connor
Yeah.
coming in real good, 2-1. Mr. Solid with his service picks. He took a lot of heat for those service picks. We even knocked him
We had
some
to
points,
adjust him, yeah.
and he still kicked our butts. I was 1-2. Lucas was 1-2. Jay and the listener both 0-3.
You were 0-3?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Sucks to suck.
So now
So-
me and Jay are even
Sucks
up
to
by,
Yes, you are.
suck.
by like 2 games.
So
Ugh.
starting
18
with
and
me,
16.
16-20. Connor 14-21-9. Lucas and Jay both at 19-17. 2 games
so
positive. As a group, 68-75-1. The listener 10-26.
I was
So-
8-1.
Damn.
You're 8-1.
I was 8-1 to start the season.
And I would point out my listeners, now that's a lot of pressure on our listener this week.
Since
But
then-
my listeners that I brought, they have a positive record. I think it's
Listen,
Plural?
positive record.
yeah,
Oh, you mean throughout the season?
throughout the
Your
season. Yeah,
listeners, I
yeah,
got
yeah. Ava is the list guest picker this go
I
around.
like Ava. I hope she does well.
Well, I hope she does one of them because she's got the Oklahoma Sooners giving 7.5 to Mizzou. She's got the Ohio State giving 31.5 to Rutgers. And she's got USC getting 9.5 against Oregon.
Damn.
So that's kind of interesting.
Full picks.
I'm going to jump into mine. I've got, and it's interesting because I've got it. I didn't take the opposite of you in one of yours. And so hopefully that works out good for you. I had Illinois giving 7.5 to Wisconsin. I got Vanderbilt giving 9.5 to Kentucky. And I've got BYU giving 2.5 to Cincinnati. So let's go with the star from last week. Connor, what do you got?
All right. I
You
locked,
got to win.
I locked one last
You
night.
got to win.
I got some max.
He's so
I
good.
got some action last night. I got, who did I have last night? Western Michigan against Northern Illinois.
You 6.5, call it 8.5, call it 10.5.
Cash it in.
They just rolled, baby.
Cash it in. baby.
Never in doubt after those 2 touchdowns.
It was in doubt. It was very much in doubt because Northern Illinois started
like
off the game.
7
And
minutes.
we tweeted it out for accountability.
Yeah.
We did.
Ask
Go
me.
check it. My next 2 picks, my last 2 picks. I've got Liberty giving 1.5 against Louisiana Tech.
That was the one I was going the other way.
Okay.
So you went with a Maction, and then your next pick is a Liberty.
You're making fun of a man
You're damn
who had
right.
a winning record last
You're
week.
damn right.
And what's his overall record again?
Well, it's
Shut
14,
up.
21-1. It's awful, but
Last pick, I've got Houston giving 1 against
TCU.
TCU.
I got 1.5 on here, but
Go look at Vegas Insider.
gotcha.
all right, Lucas, what do you got?
I have Iowa State minus 4.5 against Kansas. Southern Miss minus 1.5 against South Alabama.
Service big.
7.5?
1.5.
1.5.
It's a service
Southern
big.
Miss 1.5 against South Alabama. And I have Cal minus 2.5 against Stanford.
2.5.
That's
Berkeley
practically
versus Palo Alto.
that's practically a service pick right there.
no.
That is
Oh,
I've seen a lot of Cal
no.
football this year.
a lot of ACC out in the West Coast.
Yep.
West Coast ACC.
Big time classic ACC matchup of Cal versus Stanford.
Do you remember that big ACC matchup where the band came on the field and all
Yep.
that? Yeah.
I do.
Jay,
Who's
what-
going to get to go to the Rose Bowl from the ACC?
Jay, what do you got?
I am unfortunately going to take USC plus 9.5 versus Oregon.
It's a lot of points.
I don't think
Good-
Oregon's that
good
good. I just don't think they're.
I
that
don't
good.
either. I don't
Number
either.
7 ranked Oregon.
In
Terrible,
in
AK.
classic USC, they will cover a 9.5, right? If they lose,
They'll
they'll
get
lose.
garbage.
They'll lose by a touchdown, but they're not going to lose
They
by.
win.
Huh?
They may win.
They may win outright, but
We
they're
don't
yeah.
want them to.
It'll be neck and neck, but they're not going to like get blown out.
It
Sure, as
seems,
they say
it
that they
seems
will.
like a lot of points for a team. That's, I just
Not
haven't
It
been
does,
that
it
impressed.
does benefit us if
Yeah.
Oregon loses.
It does.
Because then we move up at least
I
a
agree.
spot. It
I
does
agree.
bring USC into the playoff
I
picture.
agree.
But as long as we don't play USC, I'm good with
I
it.
want to play USC. so
Unless
bad.
we beat OSU.
if we
beat
host
USC
USC, if we host USC in Norman,
and win, that would be one of our
No,
favorite home victories of
Ever.
all time.
ever.
Oh my
The
God.
stadium-
If that could happen.
Have we ever heard bigger boos?
No.
Could the stadium hold all that negative energy?
No,
Oh my
I
God.
don't know that it could.
no,
No.
It also could.
No.
handle it
There
if
might
we
be, like-
lost.
no, I'd be jumping off the edge.
Yeah,
You can't hold me.
It's easy for me from the top
It
row.
would shake the universe a little bit with that
Oh,
negative
yeah.
energy. You're gonna have to have something go on. Yeah.
Ridiculous. They want that to happen.
You think any FU Lincoln
Oh
would
man,
Oh.
go out from there?
epic.
And I'm gonna go Houston -1 versus TCU,
Had a boy. Had a boy.
and Arizona State -7.5 versus Colorado.
Okay.
Classic Big 12 matchup.
The old Colorado Buffalo. They're 3-7 right now. I think it is. They just suck so bad.
Dion on the hot
Hilarious.
seat, or are they just content
I
to-
think-
No, no one said
for him to go on
No
TV?
one said a word. They don't know. They don't care. They
Yeah.
don't know. They're not aware, right? They don't
Well,
care.
it's almost ski season.
Right.
They care.
Exactly. They're all.
I don't know. They don't care.
They're all
They're thinking about their Vail trip.
Yeah, slopes, man.
Like,
Hey,
oh,
bro.
Vail in about a week and be good
Whoa,
to go.
let's do it.
Did
Yeah.
anyone- did it-
Yeah, you want to smoke that joint, Dion?
Bunch of pot smoking hippies.
Did
They
anyone
do have
see
some
the
good
fake
record
post?
scores in Boulder.
See the
slash
fake
Denver.
post where they put
Well, they do.
Cleveland Browns are retiring or honoring
Because they played 6 snaps.
I didn't
He's
see
in a ring
why,
of honor.
why was he playing versus
Gabriel's
Gabriel?
hurt.
Gabriel hurt,
But
Yeah.
he sucks ass.
but he's not good, right?
They
Sucks
said
ass.
Stefanski came out afterward and said that was the first snaps he'd taken with the first team all season was during the game.
They already announced he'll be starting next week and getting his first reps in practice with them.
Consider-
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got a prop bet for you guys. Okay. I did some research. Won't be total news to you. Missouri leads the conference, the SEC conference in rushing yards at 341.7.
Dang.
Do you know who the number one rush defense is in the conference?
Let me take
The
a
Oklahoma
guess.
Sooners. And they're only giving up 82.2. So something's kind of got to give in this one, right? The over-under is, and I put a lot of thought into this, and I'm willing to take criticism, but I've settled on the number. I just split the difference. And I'm going to say over-under 161.5 yards rushing for Missouri.
Don't think the math.
I mean, that's
adds up.
twice as much as normal for us.
Do the math.
I'm blaming.
241.7.
Oh, you said 3. You said 341.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you said
two-
341.
Oh, 242.
Oh,
That just sounds like
Yeah, you said
340.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like,
holy.
yeah, that math didn't work.
No, that was-
Okay.
Because I was thinking, shit, we're gonna get this at almost like 200 yards. You know.
I wasn't even doing the math. I was
No, guys. After this game, they're going to
Yeah.
average 341
I just
again.
believe they're rushing for 341.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
not.
I was like,
Okay.
gee.
241 and we're at around 80 something. Okay.
Yeah, 242 to 82.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
161.5 is the over under. Now I could see, like, we've only given up, the most we've given up is 146 to Michigan. We gave up 136 to Texas. So there's kind of an asterisk by both of those. With the Texas game, we know what happened there. Michigan, they had one giant run.
75-yard run to start the second half.
And then it's Illinois State at 117, Ole Miss at 116, 80, 67, 63, 54, 26, and 17 against Kent State. So we've been a very good team against the rush.
I'll go ahead and say over
Over for Jay.
because I think they'll have 50 attempts for 3.2 yards a carry.
Here's why I'm going to say under, and I'm going to counter that 50. because we're going to get on top of them, and they're going to have to try to throw the ball. And
How are we gonna get on top of them with this offense?
that's where
The
we
defense-
talked about it a second ago. We're going to start to see the real material and Ott they came to play this game.
I'm gonna go under, strictly on the fact that when they watch the film and they know that they're the running team, but they watch and see that it's hard to run against this team. Yeah, he may bust off a 60-yarder, but I still don't think they get to that number because they're gonna try to test the corners.
I don't think they can.
I don't think they can either.
But they're going to have to try.
As evidenced by my score coming up.
I think they try and shorten this thing as much as possible and just run it.
Under.
That's kind of consistent with what we've done, where we've been 3 against 1. So the records, Connor's been running away with prop bets. He's 8-4. You two, Lucas and Jay, 6-6 each. I'm 5-7. So I think we continue to believe we picked really good prop bets this entire season. I think this is another one it'll surprise me if this is not an important stat for this game. The way they run the ball, I mean, it's got to be an important stat, right?
I
So
need to pick the prop bet next week.
it's probably going to.
You're
We need to
up.
look.
You're up.
Okay, so LSU, round 1, round 2, round 3.
National
National
champions.
Honestly, we got a bye on one.
True.
No,
Oh, right here,
okay.
Oh, yeah, we
Simmer,
won't make
simmer
that
down,
decision.
Nolan. Simmer down.
Oh, yeah. You never know. Maybe they call in sick.
If I'm picking national championship, prop bet.
Well, we got the
It's
Lightning and the Thunder
danger.
kind of closing in on us, so we better get right to our score predictions. So who wants to lead us off in what the score prediction's going to be?
I got it.
And tell me if you got some narrative. Go ahead, Nolan, Stats Boy. Give us yours.
Say
I'll write it down and didn't forget about it. But
23-14.
Sooners
Yes.
23-14.
Oh, sorry. 23-13.
13.
13.
Ooh, 1 touchdown, 2 field goals,
Mhm.
and then OU is what?
2 touchdowns, 3.
3 field goals. Okay.
Just like last week,
Yeah.
that I nailed correctly.
Oh yeah, I heard about that one.
23 points,
Yeah.
bonus dollar,
Uh-huh.
I'll go next.
which I didn't get a mention of in the email. It was
Sure.
like so-and-so won this and so on, but
I
no,
didn't mention bonus
no mention of
dollars.
bonus dollar.
I only mention it when like it's
Nailing the exact score.
sensational.
Yeah, the bitch Lucas.
23 is a
Someone-
pretty
someone
sensational
mentioned
score.
that.
Oh,
I bet if you look in the history of Oklahoma football, 23 is a very odd number for us to score.
okay.
Look it up.
No,
You've got
Did you
no.
mint his medal that we
No.
were going to give him?
I thought it was in the mail already.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going with 19-13 OU.
How are you
Ooh.
at 19?
4 field goal.
Low scoring game.
4 field goals and a touchdown.
Okay. All right.
We're pretty close.
Who wants to go? Lucas or Connor?
20
Lucas does. 20.
Oklahoma,
Uh-huh.
17 Missouri.
Ooh, a tight game.
What do we play? Anything but tight games?
Right. That's all in style. Yeah. We monkey paws that one at
I
some
don't,
point.
I don't have trust this offense to score more than 2 touchdowns.
I think this whole game is just an ugly offense. Like when people watch, this is gonna look like a Big Ten.
I think if I'm Drinkowitz, which I'd be the biggest dork on the planet if I was, that I am going to snap the ball inside of 8 seconds from the first quarter on, unless you're way behind and you're trying to catch up.
Right.
But I'm trying to shorten this game as much as possible because I'm just trying to control the clock.
And you want to
Like, if
have
they finish
huge stats,
35-25 on
against
time
our
possession,
defense and
you're
tire our
in,
defense
you're in
out.
this game.
Tire
I
our
mean,
defense out. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got?
27-20 OU.
A little more of a spread there. I like it. Well, you guys are underrating us completely.
Well, that's a non-cover for OU at 7.5.
it's a non-cover for me.
Well, I got to cover 38-17 Sooners. We find a way to
18th.
score 38.
Wow.
38.
I'd love that.
38. 38. We're going to
Sign me
score.
up.
We're going to figure out a way to score. We got 5 touchdowns.
Punt
and a
return
field
for
goal.
touchdown.
Yeah.
and a
Interception
pick
for a
six.
touchdown, a scoop and score.
A pick 6, or anyone right there. And then 17 for the offense.
Well, then, because they're going to get the ball on the 5-yard line and 7-yard line.
No, we figure out how to do offense.
Yeah.
I don't think this squad knows how to do that.
Missouri's very even keeled defensively. I think they're top 20 in both rush and pass defense. They don't really have one that's better or worse than the other, and I just think we're gonna struggle. I don't think
we
we're
can
gonna
run the
it.
ball. I don't think we can run the ball.
Well,
Everything we hoped that we saw the last, South Carolina and then some of Tennessee, we didn't run. What do we have? 70 yards against Bama or whatever rushing.
right.
And if Robinson is 75% and Blaylock's 85%, I don't know how we get more than like 120 rushing.
Well, you
yards
better
total.
play. You better play Ott.
The injury report says they're 100%.
Exactly.
As of now,
It doesn't say 100%.
Yeah.
It says available.
They're ready to go. Yeah, they're available.
Well, you
they're
can be
ready to go.
available. I mean,
There's
A lot of
no
people-
you can be
one-
available at
It's been available.
75%.
It's the best injury report we've had since they started coming out.
I agree.
true.
Since they started
Statement.
coming out.
True
I
statement.
agree. But just because they're 75% doesn't mean they're unavailable.
So I'm counting on
I think
him playing.
Lewis playing is interesting because
I think that will help.
I think it was a good safety blanket that
Mhm.
Matier liked to look for. Like he moved the
He's
sticks.
a good
If
possession. receiver.
Deontay Lewis plays,
So,
I mean,
That
so
helps.
if the injury report comes out in the next couple of days and Robinson starts creeping onto it and Blaylock starts creeping onto it, I'm gonna wish I could pick again.
reason for
I'll tell you
reason
right
for
now.
concern.
Yeah, my score comes
Reason
down.
for concern.
17 stays, but 38 comes down.
Even
What
with them
was
at
my score?
100%,
What was
I
my
still
score?
don't think we scored 38 points.
27-20.
I mean, we scored 35 Illinois State, 44 Temple. I mean, what's the most against a Power 4 team we scored this season?
30,
on
30
offense.
on
Tennessee.
offense.
On Tennessee, we had a scoop and score.
On offense.
Yeah, how many offensive points is the most we've had this season? Out, take away Temple, Kent State, and Indiana State.
Michigan.
If we
were
don't
on-
have 30 points in
No.
any of those games. That's so
This is
bad.
the game. This is the game.
We're
This is
good.
when we
I
do it.
hope
What,
so.
what do we have against South Carolina?
26. 26 against Ole Miss.
Offensively though.
Do we have any?
Yeah, no, it was all offense on, I believe.
South Carolina was all offense, right?
Yeah.
So,
We had a safety against South Carolina.
So we scored
right,
24 off.
24, yeah. So,
That's so bad.
yeah, it's, and it relates back to
Appreciate my
what we
breakfast.
talked about earlier.
Get to that bet.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got a rug.
Yeah,
26 against
man.
There's nothing I can do
What
about
bet
that.
did we have?
Bend over and
we have
say
one.
it.
We didn't have anything.
Oh, yeah, we do. We have, I say one, you say more than one Big 12 team gets into the playoff.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So if Tech wins out, I think you're toast. Right?
Agreed.
If they win out and they win, actually, only if it really comes down to the Big 12 title.
Is anybody in right now besides Tech?
No.
No.
Okay.
If Tech wins the Big 12 title, which I think they're guaranteed to be in it at this point, then I win that bet.
Yep.
And if they don't, I think I lose that bet, regardless of what Tech does against West Virginia. I don't know. There's a
If Dave
lot.
buys my breakfast, I buy your breakfast.
Yeah, but at a different place. We have to
No,
do
buy
different breakfasts.
all my breakfast.
Two different breakfasts.
Well, we ain't going to
Because
syrup because they're
you-
closed
You
because
get
their
to pick a
cinnamon
breakfast thing.
their cinnamon pancakes were average at best.
That's not
So
why,
they closed.
and they were awesome.
We should go to the diner.
Diner would be solid.
Diner would be good.
No.
Nobody
gonna
can
pick-
argue about the
I'm
diner.
picking Big Biscuit.
I like Big Biscuit as a pick. I like that a lot, but I think I'm gonna have to go diner if I win mine. And if
Has
And it-
anybody tried? I heard there was a new breakfast place at Ozzy's.
Yeah.
Or Ozzy's was.
yeah, the old Aussies.
Yeah, at
They
the
do
airport.
that's
Is there
fun.
There's a new place there.
Yeah,
I haven't
there's a new
been.
place. I haven't been here. There's a new place.
Get them on as
We could do that, but you have to fly. So we have to
Yeah.
rent a plane
Yeah.
and fly. We go down to Paul's Valley. We rent a plane. I can fly.
Today's
Who couldn't fly from Paul's Valley to Norman?
today's somebody
You
in
don't even have to get
University
it. It's
airplane.
like 1,500 out.
Today, somebody in University airplane took off from Westheimer, flew a route around, I don't know, Purcell and back around, and then landed at Westheimer, and they spelled out Boomer with their flight path.
That's cool.
I'll have to show you pictures.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's somebody with a lot of time on their hands.
Well,
That's-
that's the student aviator.
It is. That's
They got to
pretty
get their
good.
hours.
Well, what happens is, yeah, if you do that, you get a higher grade in the class, and you get to, go right up, and you get to fly the big jets. Then after that, well, we were talking about big jets. We were talking about what the flyover is
Give
going to
me a
be. We're,
flyover.
we're hoping for a big time flyover. We got a little bit of inside information, and might finally get
It is a
decent flyover.
military appreciation game
Why are we appreciating the military? They paid us.
because we're wearing black.
Because we're using
Oh, we're unity,
anthracite.
like the military who blows up. Like so,
It's gonna be hard to read the numbers. but
Anthracite does sound like a strong explosive.
it sounds like like you would
Yeah.
use illegally against
Yeah.
boats in the Gulf of Mexico?
Or against,
Claiming
like,
they're
the
drug-
or-
What?
yeah, Gulf of America.
All right.
Yeah, or against doors in Afghanistan.
Now,
either way.
listeners,
Either way,
if ever our listeners don't go to the game, may have a leg up on us
Uh-huh.
being able to see who does what on the field. Because we'll be in the stands, be like, what number was that?
Right. You
Because-
cannot read that.
Because
Frank.
you can't read the numbers.
It's awful.
It's
Can't read the
terrible.
numbers, and there are no names.
There are no names.
Everybody's unity.
You cannot read the numbers. That's
Wait till we see our
no.
picks.
What are the colors of the University of Oklahoma? You're a student there. Is it crimson?
Crimson and,
And-
anthracite?
Anthracite?
Yeah.
No,
think
it's
so.
crimson and
Is it?
cream.
Oh, I think it's
Yeah.
crimson.
Really?
Wait
Yeah.
till we send our picks in, and I've got first score unity, last score unity.
I can't argue with that.
We-
I can't argue with that.
Have we done 2 alternate unis in the same season?
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, we always.
Yeah, these two.
Yeah, we
The same two. the
we've done, we've
throwback.
done the
Guess what?
unity
We
and
got our-
throwback.
We got our ass beat by South Carolina last year and won.
And the unities.
Believe so.
Yeah, I think that's right. That sounds right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
No, it's wrong. We played Maine in the unities.
Oh, that's right. We won big. Yeah, yeah. So there we go.
Barely.
Win big again.
After we were down.
Yep.
It's true to the Bears. Well, we're going to cover all that on the post game, and hopefully we're here to celebrate and talk about one more game after that. But we got to get through one game before we can get to that point.
I was told everybody to like and subscribe on YouTube and all that kind of stuff. We
Yeah.
never mentioned that.
Okay.
Follow us on Twitter.
You don't have to hear us say
All
that
the
to
stuff.
do it. Yeah,
Intuitive.
it's X,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Intuitive.
Yep.
You should
Love
do
it.
that and go to Tobacco Exchange, 3-for-1 special. Mention the pod. Say I heard the pod has a 3,
On the
buy
Calif-
3, get
Calif
1
cigar
free.
cigars.
They're great cigars. Go into the Moore location for Tobacco Exchange. Guys, I don't know. I'm excited. 2 games left. Can we close? Boomer.
Sooner.